Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Dungeon. Last time, we headed back into the dungeon and realized that energy steal is OP. So, what is happening? What was the... Oh, our black flame is constantly doing the gourmand effect upon things that get burned. Okay, I didn't realize that, I guess. So be careful with gourmand and black flame. Oh yeah, I turned off Berserker, so our physical hits are only doing 6 damage again. Let's go inside. I cannot make it daytime, so I can't do anything about the phantoms. Anyways, last time, we went back into the dungeon and finished the fight against the Black Spider. Because apparently, in the original attempt, Energy Steel had knocked it down to 2000 EP, so 1 or 2 more swings was all it took to just finish it off. And then from there, we went and fought the Giant Centipede too. We didn't finish that fight. Oh wait, no, yes we did. We did eventually beat the Giant Centipede. But basically, at this point, any fight we do comes down to how long I can last and how long it takes me to drain away all of the mob's EP with the scythe. Because, yeah, right now, apparently we cannot win a fight without, energy drain. Like, we fought all the not enough bosses last time. The only ones we haven't fought yet are Hinata, Charybdis, and the Orc Disaster. Other than that, we have defeated every boss, or a lot of the bosses, and every single fight just keeps coming down to draining away all the EP, because we can't do enough damage to kill anything with unique skills and resistances yet. So it's a little bit sad. I would like to find some solution to a fight that's not just hold down this button and eventually you win. That there's not really much fun to that one. It's try to survive for long enough to get enough hits in. So there's that. After that, it was just grinding mode. I did continue grinding afterwards, and we're up to almost 300 million coins, so that's pretty good. I think that is enough to buy the rest of the special gear in here, right? We already have the weapon for 25 million. We already have Malim's Aegis, so just 40 million to get the rest of the gear. I mean, we can, but that's always a possibility. Oh yeah, we have all of this stuff is now God tier now, so it has darkness infusion, so our resistance to dark, and I believe darkness gives you light resistance, and I don't actually remember. I'm gonna have to go look up the infusion wiki to be sure of that one, but this is just defenses. I cannot get a weapon that actually has the infusion on it, which is a little bit sad. Like, I have a couple of the weapons, they're just gonna take ages to actually get the superpower on them, which is why you would want them in the first place, so I don't know. Anyways, yeah, grinding, I continued on, and then halfway through, after I'd gotten up to 3 million EP, I realized something. If I kill Carrion, I'll get about 13. We're at 34,000. We go up to 35. Ah, dang it. So we only got 1,300 instead of 13,000 because I forgot to do Gourmand. But, yeah, it's about 13,000 EP every time we kill a Carrion, if we're using our full EP grinding set. And, something I've apparently neglected, we get infinite of these ones. Each of these gives us between, let's see, that one, I didn't see how much that one gave us. 296, ignore the 2 for now. 960, 833. 980, that one gave 20, that one gave 25, that one gave 50. So yeah, these are EP boxes. I've been neglecting them this whole time because it's only like 50,000 EP at pop. But when I can get like a full stack of them for basically free, and I can just do this, altogether it's going to be about 1 million EP, if not more, if I get lucky and all of them are 50k instead of 20k. So yeah, I can basically 10 times the amount, or 13,000 times 5. Yeah, I can 5 times. Every time I kill a carrion, it's equivalent to killing 6 carrions, basically, for EP-wise. So that's pretty good. That's how I'm getting back up a bunch of EP. Because last time we had made it to, like, 3.7 million. And as you might have noticed, I was down very low in comparison until right then, like literally less than 3,000. That's because as soon as I hit 2.2 million Magicules, I lost all of them to evolve Disastrous Physic into Limitless. So we do actually have our first ultimate skill now. So, Limitless, zero info on this. I'm going to assume it has Chant Annulment. Hold on, where is Berserker? There it is. Okay, we get a damage boost. So it's 5 times our fist damage, because we were doing 5 damage, now we were doing 6, now we're doing 30. Cool. So, baseline damage boost. Thought acceleration, obviously, although we already had that. It's probably a slightly stronger version. I believe, like, Raphael is slightly stronger thought acceleration 2 than normal. So, yeah, there is no info on this. I do not know what skills this skill possesses. I'm going to assume our analysis is stronger now and can steal any skill besides ultimate skills, if I had to guess, so that's a thing. That means we can probably go steal Chosen One now, because we saw some mobs that had it and we couldn't steal the skill from them in the arena, or the dungeon rather. Telekinesis and Levitation. Of course, we can still fly with it. Levitation is basically molecular manipulation, and that looks more or less unchanged. Oops, wrong thing. Telekinesis, switch over to actual telekinesis. This one, we saw it hit targets, but I don't know what it did. Okay. Beforehand, it would hit a target, and it would basically, it would do a hit on them, but it didn't do damage. It was basically just grabbing aggro. Now it seems to be pretty effective damage-wise. Hold on. Training dummy to the rescue. How much damage is this actually doing? No idea. The training dummy didn't actually pop up a damage value on it. Is it an insta-kill? That's my tamed bar. I guess I don't know if it'll work on it. You have 25 HP. Okay, so is it just an insta-kill skill? It might just be an insta-kill. Like, it can one-shot all of that stuff, so it's doing at least 25. Okay, it's doing at least 40. I need something real strong, like Giant Ant, you have 45 instead of 40. Okay, it's still an insta-kill? I just killed off the carrion I had in this cell, so to the training room real quick. We're gonna test this one time. Where is it? I should have gone reverse order for the name. Reverse alphabetical order. Come on, I just need one carrion. I want to see how much damage we're doing here. It's an insta-kill on any lesser mob. I'm going to assume it's not going to insta-kill carrion, though. Come on, I just need one. Come on. You spawn all the time, like I'm usually seeing like 3 of them. Okay, so obviously it did not actually kill carrion there, but I do have it captured. If I just go somewhere safe... Stupid... Every time I try that, I just get stuck in a block. What if I grab Mathematician for ignoring defenses and whatnot? Okay. Okay, you're taking that hit just because you hit me, not because I'm doing damage to you. Come on. Come on. Wow, that did nothing. Okay, so this skill doesn't work on carrion. Got it. Oh, I should have tried it on a Grimoire of Gaia mob, because it might be able to ignore, like, their health gate stuff. Okay, yeah, so it just doesn't work against a carrion. Cool. So it's not an insta-kill on every mob, but there are definitely mobs that... most mobs are just going to stop existing. Cool. Thanks for the extra EP here. So telekinesis is actually worth using now for anything other than just molecular manipulation. Cool. Next up, Spirit Bomb. Are we talking Goku Spirit Bomb? Or does Psyche K have a Spirit Bomb too that's... Actually, from what I understand, that series has a whole lot of references to other series. So there's a decent chance this is just straight up a spirit bomb based on Goku. Um, do we want to come back to that? I want to go somewhere that's a lot less laggy, so I should probably head back to the Coliseum. Although I can't really test a spirit bomb in the Coliseum now, can I? Go away, Stymphalian birds. Spirit bomb, mind control. Yeah, it's just mind control 2 for 20 minutes. That's exactly the same. Condition rewind, accident, and that's it. So I'm gonna assume, let's turn off Black Flame for a moment. I assume we still have pyrokinesis, right? I don't. I believe so. Oh yeah, I can't hurt animals. Best way to test that is to go back to the Coliseum. Come on. So, I really wish there was some documentation on this skill. Like, there's literally a thing, the wiki on the Discord just says, hey, it exists, and it has an ultimate form. That's all it says. Okay, I no longer have pyrokinesis, which is interesting. There was built-in pyrokinesis on the other one. Also, that effect is not... That is not attached to the Gourmand, because the Gourmand thing only happens in the hotbar. So whatever that is attached to something inside Limitless itself. Mind control, still just the same. Does anything have extra effects now? Do not click that. Okay, mind control, no extra forms. Condition rewind. 20-second cooldown. What I'm going to assume that is it's lust invigorates and/or the isolation from this mod, from Gluttony. I'm gonna assume that's just a full heal, bring it back to life. Not entirely sure though. It's hard to tell with all of our other regen abilities. Accident. I was gonna test a skill on you. Okay. So, we can create clones. I didn't see that on a list of Psyche K abilities, so makes sense. Not entirely sure what's called accident, though. Is this... Okay, so can I get you to follow? Oh, I set you to wander instead. Stay, follow. How do you work? Okay, I can create multiple. It's... I don't know, I didn't see this one on the list of skills. Oh, no, I haven't. I have an immortal clone now. I can't get rid of this one because I picked it up. Whoops. Um, Oh yeah, I would have thought that this skill, since it's a high-end ultimate skill from BTR, would have had alteration. But I tried doing this. Oh, analyst has an extra ability on it, so... Analyst, manufacturer. I do not have access to alteration. I would have expected that I would. But, let's just grab an extra master cell and get rid of this thing real quick. Duplicate clones can end up causing problems. We saw this when we accidentally kept duplicating Frieren in the last series. So there's that. There's that button. Just be careful with pickup mod. How does this work? Oh yeah, it looks like it keeps holding on to whatever we had in our offhand. Yeah, I don't know. What I'm going to assume is that when it's mastered, maybe they take on a life of their own. Maybe it's going to work like the whole Manus thing with Raphael. I don't know. So accidents, maybe I should go double check the actual list of skills. I know it said something about clones, but I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work in here. And then after that, it's just Spirit Bomb. So if I can figure out a good test for condition rewind, I would like to. Accidents, looks like it's just creating clones. I have a feeling this one might have extra abilities when it's mastered. Can I do anything with BTRUltima name? I think that what would happen is if I had Raphael, you would have to put Raphael there and then give it a name. But if I just give it a name, you do not have Raphael. Okay, that is specifically for Raphael. Got it. Acquire Veldora Velgrind. I cannot use alteration, reset cap slots. I don't know. I would have expected alteration considering how powerful the skill seems like it's supposed to be, but I guess not. Oh yeah. Let's see. Telekinesis over to actual telekinesis. Okay, so it's still a one-shot even against the golems like this from Grimoire of Gaia, which have health gates where you're not supposed to be able to pass by them. Either that or that's because of Mathematician. That is also a possibility. Nope, you can just straight up ignore its defenses like that. Cool. I think it's just the Spirit Bomb at this point until it's mastered. I assume this one's probably going to unlock some sort of extra ability, though. It feels like it should. Let's head over to the labyrinth to test this one. We're going to, I guess, see if we can't get a greater light spirit, or a spirit lord, rather. And then we're just going to go blow stuff up. So, I guess? I don't know. It's very hard to know exactly what this skill is doing without being able to know exactly what this skill is doing. Like, it definitely has some hidden effects that I just don't know what they are. Come on. Dang it. I think that's like 8 in a row now that we're just seek again later. I need to go back in now that we have a bunch of cash and just try to get a couple Spirit Lords. Because I believe Mysticism adds 1 Spirit Lord spell, and the Overlord add-on adds 1 as well. Come on. Okay, so I would like an actual target rather than just destroying the landscape for no reason. So, oh yeah, that's a Ronga direwolf. It spawned last time I was in the dungeon. Is there going to be a greater spirit somewheres? That's kind of the test subject I want, so I'll see you in a moment. Ask and ye shall receive. Let's do it. Yep, that's a power bomb. It's basically just a giant magic bullet. Cool. Ow, rude. 10. Where? Ah. I accidentally launched it there instead. I didn't launch it. Ah, come on. All the things jumping into me are messing with it a little bit. Okay, so if I hold it and run it into something, I can do damage without losing access to it. So if I treat it like a Rasengan, I don't put it on cooldown, but if I treat it like an actual spirit bomb, then I do. Got it. Cool. So yeah, it's literally a spirit bomb. It's what it says on the tin. Infinite Eater, thank you. Not that fighting those level of enemies is really where we're gonna get our EP anyways, but still. Go away. Hold on. I believe that the magic bullet and whatnot can do terrain damage if you change some configs. Or, not configs, game rules. I just don't remember if it's actually mob damage. So, / game rule, not game mode, game rule. Do mob damage or something like that, what it's called. Do mob spawning. What is this game rule called? I don't remember. Skills do damage. Skill before race. Skill griefing on. Skill griefing true. And then game rule. I do not remember what I am looking for here. What is the name of the one that lets, like, creepers blow up terrain? I cannot remember right now. Mob griefing, that's what it was. I knew it was something like that. Anyways, now that I have those two game rules definitely set to true, does this do terrain damage? No, it doesn't. But, it's definitely got some range on it. Like, it hit like 30 blocks away almost from some of those things and it still killed them. And that was like a minimum charge. I need like a huge group of enemies, and I want to charge this thing up to as maximum as I can go, just to see what sort of range we're talking and how much damage. Do I carry a training dummy on me? No, I don't anymore. I'm just gonna spawn one in. It's easier than running for them. So I'm just gonna grab a stack of training dummies real quick. And let's see. I'm gonna put one here, one here, and I'm just going to I'm going to semi-math this out. Just make a big array of them and see what sort of range we're talking. Okay, so I have spaced them out from that one to that one is 100 blocks. So obviously if I hit in the middle, we're talking a 50 block radius. But if I hit on the side, that's a 100 block radius due to math and whatnot. And anyways, let's do a little control here. Actually, I want to test something. Okay, yeah, so I can do that. It doesn't have any power and doesn't do any damage. It does a little explosion, though, so that's kind of cool. Come on. If I get hit... Okay, at a 1 power, it seems to have, like, a 3 block radius and does 1,000 damage. Cool. 20-second cooldown. Now... I'm going to go around and kill as many of these stupid things as I can, because they're going to keep being annoying about it. Not that I really care about it, but I believe that... But it looks like the little shots they do were able to stop my charge up time, so... Just going to clear out some of them. Now, I'm going to start charging this. Yep, these little things are enough to stop the charge. Ugh, dang it. I'm just gonna let them all hit me. Anyways, I'll see you in a moment. It's about power scale. Yeah, it's about 1 power scale per second. A 6 manages to reach all the way over here and is still doing all of that damage. Really? Stop. I'm trying to run test here. Stop it. Also, that didn't actually put it on cooldown, interestingly enough. So, a 2, running it into it doubles the damage and doubles the radius it's now able to hit too. I have to be pretty far away from everything to actually do this test, though. So, 5. Run it into it, hits all the way over there. It is doing progressively less damage, but it is still doing 30 damage to this one. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 blocks at level 5. So that kind of seems like it's an extra... Now, this must be exponential. So 5 can hit 20... yeah, 5 can hit 35 blocks away. 10... 11 is hitting that one, it looked like. So... that one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 blocks away. Actually, it might have hit that one. It could be 55. I don't know for sure. That was at 11. Also, does it matter if I need to run a test with this at 11, just running it in, and then at 11, actually launching it. What is the max power scale I can do? Does it have one? 12, 13, 14. If it's at least 20. I was holding shift, but that definitely proves something. 20 seems to be about the same range, although that could have just been a case that I let go of shift. But as the explosion was going and it just took a second to register, it might have done damage there, but not destroyed the thing. So 9. That... Huh? Oh, I still had some on me. So it looked like I picked up 9 from the thing, right? I can count through this one real quick. Okay, it was 9. Yes, cool. So 45 blocks, is that the max range at level 20? At level 20, does it just get stronger instead of giving extra boost to range, maybe? Or really was it a case of I released shift, or I was just too far away to register damage on those things? It could go a couple different ways. Which one's the center one? I believe it's that one right there. 10 on that side, 10 on that side. Cool. So if I launch a level 21 at this center point right here, I believe that will be the best way to see what sort of power we're looking at. Like how far it reaches, how much damage it does. Okay, so it missed the edge 3s, but it's still doing over 1,000 damage, and that was only like a 12. So let's try not to get too close before I do this again. So I want to launch this at 20, maybe 25. We haven't seen a 25 yet, and I'm actually going to launch this instead of running it in. So just another 13 seconds or so. Oh, it actually got too big, and I need to actually back up a little bit. So it still did like 100 damage all the way out there, and it still hit like 2 extras. So yeah, this is a very, very powerful ability, although actually getting to charge it and use it can be a little bit annoying if you're not careful with it. So 20 is... I want to launch one at 25. I just need to give it quite a bit of extra space. I would totally do the Goku quote right now if I could remember how that quote goes. I call upon the earth in the skies, or something along those lines. Anyways, 20. I believe it's just going to stay at red at this point. If I hold shift while I do this, it would actually just destroy all the things that it can reach, and that would probably be the best way to show it. Anyways, 30 is max power. Cool. Really? Limitless is on cooldown, and it just didn't fire. Cool. Yeah, sometimes when you launch max power skills, they just don't work. So that's cool. I'll see you when and we're gonna launch this thing at 25, or just shy of 30, just to see. Okay, here we go. I call upon... Dang it, I just had it. There it goes. I literally looked up this quote. 25, let's just launch it. Huh? It doesn't want to launch at 25? Really? I can only run it into things at that power? That's weird. Now I have to wait another 15 seconds and set up another 20. Why? Why am I not allowed to launch it at that lower power? Or at that high power, rather? At that point, at low powers, it's at Spirit Bomb. At high powers, it's just an ultra big ball Rasengan. Is how what's happening here? Anyways, I call upon the trees and the water, the sun, the moon, and the stars, the plants and the animals, all living things, let me share your power. I literally just looked up this quote. Launch it at 20. No, we're gonna run it into it at 25, and I'm going to hold shift and just destroy all the training dummies. Although that doesn't show how much damage they're doing. We know it's dropping off every 5 blocks damage-wise, obviously. But it's still doing 100 damage at, like, the 4th in. Actually, let's run it in at 30. That should still work. Max power? Oh, that destroyed... I thought that destroyed blocks. It hit at least... I think it hit that one at least. And I believe I just saw 30,000 there. I'm gonna go pause and like slow frame that just to be sure that, just to see how far it reached if it shows, and just to see, because I believe that was 30k. Okay, so these 3 right here, actually it might have only been these 2, that one was partially hidden in that video, but those 3, the 3 closest, the ones that actually took a direct hit from the big ball, from the Spirit Bomb, these 3 all took 30,000 damage. So that's something. And then, as far as I can tell, this one took damage. I don't think this one did. It didn't look like that was moving any. But, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's literally that one right on the stone block. Why do I keep losing the center? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. Yeah, it has at least a 45 block radius at max power. Although it is a bit weird, you can't actually launch it at max power, you actually need to run it in. Okay, even at level... So, yeah. If you're going for long range, launch it at 20 power or less. I'm gonna throw one right into the center of that at like 10 power, and it should kill almost all of them. But long range, launch it below 10. If you can get close enough to get a hit in, charge it all the way up and just tank them in the face, basically. That's basically the way to do it. This thing is silly powerful. So yeah, I'm just gonna launch this. Let's launch it at 15 just to be sure. But all of those things should just cease to exist in a moment. Can I launch it at 15? No, I can't. It's so, Is 10 the max power that I'm actually allowed to launch it at? Or am I not allowed to launch this while... Can I even charge this while standing on the ground? I don't think so. I think it just hits the ground and immediately blows up in my face. So apparently you have to launch this below 10 power, or run it into something at anything higher than that. Got it. So there's a bit of weirdness with actually using it, but it is very, very powerful, so it's definitely worth it. And just to make sure of range at 10, I do want to actually launch this thing. Actually, 9. Okay, yeah, that definitely worked. And it still hit them over here. Hold on, that hit about here. So, 874. And I think I saw it hit this one. So yeah, even at 10, it's still looking at like a max range of 45, I think. So its range maxes at 10. Its other stats are what gets boosted after that, like damage-wise. Cool, so the Spirit Bomb. Very, very powerful. Limitless just gets more powerful. A little bit strange we lost pyrokinesis abilities, but it's not like I care too much about that. We have Black Flame anyways. We have some sort of pretty major damage boost, and there's obviously something else going on with it too. Let's head into the dungeon real quick. So let's just head back to the Coliseum this way. Did our resistances get turned off? Yes, they did. So skill toggle everything off. Skill toggle everything on real quick. Everything off. Everything on. There we go. Turn off Engorger. Turn off Hidden Ruler, Death Angel. There's a couple I just don't want to have on for right now. And Danger Sense, obviously. Danger Sense, cool. So, let's go in. It should only take a couple of minutes. Huh? What happened here? Oh, yeah, Reaper. Reaper. There we go. Cool. So, I'm gonna go in. I obviously have the coins I need to make our way in. Teleport to the boss chamber. We tried to get... I still don't really understand why the Dryad won't come and beat me up after I kill too many. It definitely should be. But, oh well. It's a little bit sad. I think I can spawn in a Dryad and make it attack us at some point. Same with the Dungeon Dominators. We did see one last time, but it didn't actually stay around long enough to do anything. So I'll go over to the boss room. I want to try Condition Rewind. I don't believe anti-skill is able to stop ultimate skills, but it's worth trying. Unless this version of anti-skill is just super powered and lets it do it anyways, that is a possibility. So I'll see you in just a couple minutes when this thing spawns in. Oh, Condition Rewind cannot be used in the dungeon, so I don't understand what that skill does then. Accident cannot be used in the dungeon. Analysis cannot be used in the dungeon. Telekinesis cannot be used in the dungeon. Aww, that's so sad. Like, not even analysis can be used in here? Are ultimate skills just disabled in here? I didn't realize that was a thing. It's not a config option, so I can't just go and change that if I like it. I wonder if Raphael is going to be disabled in here too, because obviously there's mobs in here with like a bunch of unique skills and whatnot that you can copy. So you would want a skill capable of copying unique skills like Raphael. Oh wait, huh? What just happened? Didn't it say analysis was not able to be used in here? Oh, okay. Interesting. So I can still use Limitless in here. I'm just not allowed to use it in the boss chamber itself. Also, Spirit Bomb, way too big and clunky to actually use in here. Mind control is strictly prohibited in here. I really wish that when it says strictly prohibited, if I attempted to do it too many times, the Dryad would come beat me up. That would be nice. Condition Rewind. Yeah, Condition Rewind's gotta be like a really good healing skill then. Okay. So interesting. So, ultimate skills are banned in the boss chamber. Got it. Good to know for future runs. I really wanted to test out Condition Rewind against a boss that could actually do something about it. It is toggled on, though. I wonder if its toggle is still gonna work. I wonder what its toggle actually does, even. Anyways, Condition Rewind. This is not a... This boss is not actually a... So this boss is still... Yeah, it's still ignoring my resistances and everything. Like, it doesn't care about that stuff. Like, that part is working, but it's not actually spawning in with with a unique skill for some reason. Like, it's ignoring stuff, but it's not spawning in properly with skills. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, I think that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. Use the return whistle. I'm gonna buy a new one after I grab out this stuff again, just so I have it. But anyways, Limitless. Very powerful. Maybe this one gains pyrokinesis when it's mastered. I feel like this one's got something else rocking in it, because it seems pretty strong, but looking at a full list of abilities from the character it's based on, it feels like it's missing stuff. So, I don't know. Anyways, next time, or between episodes, I guess I'll just get back to carrying grinding. Almost up to 20,000 souls. Apparently, if I get Raphael, I can get Merciless at 20,000 souls, and thus be able to get Beelzebooth. So, I'm probably going to grab that just because Beelzebooth is very cool and makes grinding a little bit easier. But anyways, 12 million EP apparently. What is the math on that? 5 million, or just shy of 5 million is only 45, which means 10 million would be 90. That's a weird number. That's not 12 million, is it? 9/10 is... Yeah, I don't know. There's a weird number for our EP gain. It's not 10 million, and I don't think it's 12 million. But, oh well, I might just be doing the math wrong. Anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you three so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care, everybody.